Hey there, and welcome back to Cosmic Crypto. In this video, we're going to be talking about VOLT Inu, VOLT. Let's go. Okay, welcome back to the channel. I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who subscribed to my channel recently. I just broke 1,000 subscribers. Pretty cool. All right, let's get into this. VOLT Inu. Okay, we've been following VOLT Inu since this fall right back in here. So, again, nobody gave me a different chart in the comments, so this is what I've got. I don't think that this is the full chart, but we are charting based off of what I got here. This is the gate.io chart for VOLT Inu versus Tether. But we're just going to go off of this. It's been working for us so far. And we've kind of found that VOLT Inu has been rising up in this rising broadening wedge here. We had hit a peak up here, and this is right when the VoltiChange site came out. And then I said to watch out because we had a divergence coming. So we had the higher high here and a lower high here on the RSI. And then the trend directional was also falling. So we had a higher high here and a lower high here as well, along with paired with two red dots here. And our volume was decreasing, which you'll be able to see here in a second. So our volume has been decreasing ever since we started to rise. So that was a clear sign to me that a turnover was about to happen. And at that point, I had said to pay attention to a Fibonacci line here. So if you go from the very bottom here to the top, let me get rid of this other Fibonacci I got here. I'll put it back in a second. So if we go from the bottom to the top, I said pay attention to the golden zone area here, and especially the 0618, which is where I've got this yellow line drawn right here. We came down and nailed that perfectly, and then we had a retrace come in, and that's kind of where we're at right now. So in my last video, I said to be careful with this retrace. This is the retrace that was worrisome for me for the price, because I was worried that all the momentum has been coming up, and VoltiChange was released, and it was a buy the rumor, sell the news event. And then we'd have that big crash, and then it would fake people out to come up to, like, we're going to go and hit the top here, which we still could. That's still a possibility, so pay attention to that. But as of right now, it is not looking like we're going in that direction. So from the top down to the bottom, if I put a Fibonacci here, I'm going to get rid of this yellow line. You can see that we make these lines a little bit cleaner here. There we go. You can see that we have made it right into the golden zone, and we're kind of hanging out. So there's still a chance to break to the upside, but excuse me, my son's been dealing with a cough and he keeps giving it to me, so apologize for that. Anyway, so we fell down. We are in the golden zone, and I said we have to get above this 618, and especially have to get above the 786 for me to be anywhere near bullish again on VOLT Inu. Otherwise, it's just going to be a retracement back into the golden zone, and then it'll fall through. And unfortunately, if we do fall through, not only do we get rejected off of the golden zone 618 area, that's also telling me that we're most likely going to fall through this pattern or this support line right here. And if we do that, we're looking at, from where we are right now, we're looking at most likely a fall of 55%. So I would say that we would probably get support. Let me get my tools over here. We'd probably get support right around there, right around the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0, 6, 4, 8, 6 level. There could be some support right above that, which is where we fell right here. So there is that possibility. Let's see if we go all the way across. Yeah, we got the resistance here. Found that as support previously. So that's possible. We could hit support there. But I do think that at least we're going to wick down to this bottom level here that I put down. And the reason why I say that is because this is a rising broadening wedge, and the target price for that would be the bottom of the wedge. So technically, we could go all the way down to this area right here, and that would be fulfilling the price target, unless you consider this the start of the rising broadening wedge. In this area right here, then we could just come down. to right there. Now, it's not going to be a straight line. We're going to, if it does occur, we'll probably find some support here, come back up, hit some resistance at this 382, fall through, come back up, hit some resistance again, and then fall again. And I don't know what we're going to do. Something like that. I don't know. But that's the most likely scenario at this case. Now, another thing that could be happening, and this is the more bullish scenario, is we are getting momentum to the upside. We're getting resistance here where I said we probably would. And then, grab this, we could find support on the 20 here. This is the 20 EMA. This is the 50 EMA. We could find support there or even at the 50 EMA and then come back and start making our moves to the upside. But unfortunately, just from looking at the chart, it just doesn't look like that's going to happen to me unless there's some kind of massive news that comes out to steer us, in the bullish direction, which I just don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. So pay attention to this. Right now, these are your levels that I think we're going to fall to. Now, once we get down there, who's to say? We could dance around here and then continue to the upside. That's very likely. If we go out to the daily time frame, let's just see here if I can see anything. Unfortunately, this is also creating a head and shoulders pattern too, which I don't know if you watch my videos much. I'm not a huge patterns fan, but when they play out, they play out. And, 60% of the time, I would say they do play out, but I always find patterns, you find like this rising broadening wedge and the falling wedges and falling broadening wedges. I actually see those play out quite a bit. But these head and shoulders patterns, these are kind of tricky. But anyway, you do have a shoulder there. You have a shoulder here, a head here, and you're creating another shoulder here. And let's just take a peek and see what that price target would be if that played out. That actually brings us down to the very bottom here, which is possible. We could find, well, maybe not there. It brings us to this one right here. So to this right here, this section right here for support. Now it could fall all the way down here. I don't really know where it's going to go, honestly, but I do believe it is going to fall. And that's just unfortunate for all the Volt bulls out there. But that's kind of what the charts are telling me. Now, I could be wrong. But like I said, the bullish scenario is dance around here a little bit, find some support on this 20 EMA, and then continue moving to the upside. And to see that, we would like to see the rest of the markets, like Bitcoin would have to be up to $18,000 again, something like that. We're still sitting at 16.5, just kind of dancing, going sideways. So until we get some big news for Volt or some corrective moves for the entire crypto market, I would say that the most likely scenario is coming down to these levels right here. So anyway, if you like this video, unfortunately, if you're a bull, I'm sorry. But yeah, if you could subscribe to the channel, if you could like this video, share this video, tell all your friends. And just remember, not a financial advisor, just a dude on his computer. Talk to you later.